Howdy everybody, it's Walnut Fox here. We're on the Stranded server today. I was going to do some work over at, that's kind of funky with that lantern there, and I was going to do some work over at Spawn. I want to build some villager trading booths over along the boardwalk I built the other day. I built the boardwalk, it's very oaky. It was just a bunch of material that I had left over, so I just wanted to get it put up. We'll make it purdy later on. So, right on. Let's grab some materials, and of course it's raining. And cow head in the door. Very nice. I swapped out all the cows for mushrooms, because mushrooms, they give you mushroom soup. Boy, I already almost screwed that one up. Let's see. We're going to need some trapdoors. We're going to need a fence. Here we are. Birch. Let's see, what do I have a lot of? Oh, I got a lot of these. But I don't have hardly any of these. Some of those. It's very oaky over there. What usually goes with oak? How about, let's just use a dark oak fence, but we only need one anyway. And then we're going to need 4 beds and some glass, some water. I made all the different colored beds because it was an advancement over here with the Blazing Caves things, so let's just, you know what, I'm just going to use, you know what, let's just use green and black. I mean, it seems like, I don't know why, it might be because I have a bunch of them, but, and some glass to build a tube, and we'll worry about the minecart picker-upper later on. That's the only bad part about having all your items drop down a chute right behind your ladder, is you usually pick them up. So they go through that item sorter section up there. Oop, there it comes. Whoop. And then it runs down through here, goes around the next sorter, drops down again, goes around the next sorter. You guys know how to build all this stuff. That's why I didn't really make a video on it, because, I mean, everybody's made a sorting system, right? And this just happens to be the top layer of my storage facility that's directly under my house. And of course I got the little one chunk mob farm over there in a slime chunk. It doesn't do too bad as far as slimes. Does really good on bones. Makes lots of bones. Not the greatest on string. Gunpowder, oh yeah, I've got a bazillion tons of gunpowder. And arrows. Holy cow, do you get arrows. My sorting system's just a hair different. I got the Impulse SV sorter item filters up here, but then I have extra storage back here, so I use the barrels here initially, but then I wanted to put indicator lights in, so I ended up doubling up on hoppers and then double chest fulls of, yeah, well, string I guess is doing okay now. Maybe I got enough of spawn lit up that all my spawns are doing better. Anyway, these are shulker box loaders. We'll go over that in another video. So I probably want some scaffold. Oh, don't forget the glass, dummy. We got to go like 10 blocks. So times 4 is 40. Yeah, plus a stack is fine. So our scaffold is actually being automatically sorted out down here, because probably going to end up with a whole lot of scaffolding at some point, because I tend to forget it's here and I make more of it and then I just throw it in the thing and blah blah blah, and yeah. Anyway, so I'll head over to spawn, and I guess right after we take a nap, and I'll catch up with you there. There's spawn just coming into view here. This is the house we built around the spawn point. We flattened out a little bit of the island, made a boardwalk around through here, out past the fort with the TNT cannons, all the way around to my bar and tavern over here. I guess tavern / bar. I don't have up all of the fences yet, but like I said, it's very, very oaky. We will change it at some point. Some of this is going to get swapped around, but I thought maybe having some vendor booths around for the guys would be kind of nifty. So before I go, this is our Christmas tree, by the way. Pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy. Before I go plotting out where they're going to be at, I kind of need some villagers. So I just got the one grumpy barkeeper over there in the top of the bar right there. So we'll probably end up borrowing him and the one over at Link's place, because we've got a zombie villager over there I can cure up. Bring him over too, but I just want to make a temporary villager doodad. That way we can have some villagers and we can put them wherever we want to. So I think, lack of a better place, because I kind of want their stuff kind of around here. I mean, I don't really think and over here, you know, this is where the market would be, kind of around the tree. They wouldn't be over here by the bar and our little museum. You know, I mean, they really, I don't know, maybe we could take these trees down and put them here. I mean, it's really not far from spawn. Maybe we could do both. Maybe we could put a bunch of them here and we could put some over there. Let's so if that's the case, let's build our little villager breeder right here. Okay. At the bottom here, we're going to end up with a water drop. So I suppose what we ought to do is we ought to let's clear all that out real quick. There should be plenty of room, really. And if we do this right, we really shouldn't have to worry about the corners. And then they'll be standing right there. And then we'll push in a mine cart that goes around a corner, and they'll automatically pick them up, probably from this side. So it goes like this, and then it'll go over there, and then it'll go over there. We'll put water in the bottom here. I'm going to go ahead and do that before I forget it. And I'm going to get that out of there. And I'm going to have a little something to eat. And I'm going to build this up a little ways, and then I'll be right back with you. And here it is. It took me all of like just a couple minutes to get here. So 10 blocks tall. So let's see what we can do here about getting these beds in here and whatnot. So what you end up doing is you end up putting the beds pretty much right on top of here. in kind of in this order. And I'm going to go ahead and just alternate them so it looks like I kind of sort of cared. Here we go. Oops. Yeah, right there. Okay. And then right in the middle here, we should have our fence post. That way, when they leave the bed, they'll end up here. Okay. Now comes the fun part is we got to put trapdoors, 2 sets of them, just like this, on all the beds. They can still sleep in the bed, but they can't get out of here, and then they can't go nowhere else. Make sense? Then the trick is going to be getting the villagers in these beds. Sometimes you can just wait till nighttime comes around and then they'll just automatically jump into bed, but we'll build a little rail platform and make a little platform out here, you know, the usual. We are going to have to put a little roof on this so that it doesn't, they don't all turn to, what are them guys called? Witches. Yeah, that's what it's called. So if I was right here, whoa, geez, I could definitely jump out of there. They have to be able to reach the beds. Pretty sure this is right, but I'm going to double check it before I get too far. So let me do that, and if I have to make any corrections, I'll be right back with you. Boy, am I glad I checked that. I actually have to leave a gap under there. So that's the best way of showing you that. I forgot that you can't sleep in an obstructed bed, so you have to go up a block, then start your first row of trapdoors, then put some more trapdoors. That way they can't jump out. Boy, almost screwed that up. Anywho, we're going to take a little nap and get it back to being day, and then I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so here's how we're going to move these guys. We're going to move them up this bubble elevator right here. I'm sure you guys have probably seen stuff like this before, where it's just put some water in it and make a bubble column, and then we'll go get our 2 zombie villagers. We'll splash potion of weakness them before or after we get them in the boat, and they won't be able to hit us while we bring them over here. And then we'll just use pistons and whatnot to get them up on top of here. And then after they're cured, we'll kind of get them corralled right over here and shove them in the bubble elevator, and they'll head up top where they shouldn't be able to get out. Okay, I almost said can't. Just 3 signs here. I'll hold back the water inside here, and then just a tube, just like the one that we built here. We may end up leaving this here. This is kind of in an okay spot, you know, for a village breeder, not the elevator, but maybe we'll build a tall kind of apartment building-y kind of thing like that around it, just so that we have it for the future. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Make water sources the whole way up. You guys have probably seen this before, but all we need is 1 bucket and some kelp. We'll go up here to the top. Scaffolding is excellent. Excellent. I always put a top on mine so that they don't go shooting out the top and fall off or something. Anyway, let your bucket spill out down through there, and what's cool is your scaffolding will hold it back too, which is pretty nice. And then we just head down in the water, and we should be able to plant some kelp. No? We can't plant the kelp? Oh, yes, I remember now. The secret. put the kelp in first. Yeah, I knew that. I'm going to refill this before I forget it. Okay, so now we head back in here and we just swim up and hold down the right click till we get to the top, right? No more can go in there. And we swim down, take our soul sand, break that out, boom. Oh, I see bubbles. I see them bouncing up there. Some reasons not show. Oh, there's the bubbles. There we go. It puts us right up top. Oh yeah, everything in there is a source block now. Groovy. I'm gonna get the roof on this, just a little small roof to keep them from getting struck by lightning real quick. Then we'll work on bringing our villagers over after we get them cured up, and that way I don't have to worry about it while there's villagers in there moving around and stuff. I don't want to accidentally hit one with an axe or something. And anyways, but I want to have this all prepared before we get to moving them over here. Okay, so I am going to do that, and then I'll catch up with you. Okay guys, here's my little roof. It's nothing spectacular, just 5x5 and a hole in the middle. I'm going to use this to throw carrots and potatoes in. That way I can get me some villagers over here. I just put a trap door in the middle. These are bottom half slabs, so nothing will spawn up here. But if lightning strikes right up here anywhere, it won't turn my villagers into witches. So should be plenty enough. They can't get from down there to up here. They can't get out of this box because they don't know how to open trapdoors. Everything should be just about set, so it's almost time to cure some villagers. Let's go get our potions, and I'll show you guys how to make those. So here's my potion brewing setup. Droppers, item frames, cobwebs, hoppers, you know, the drill, like you do. So I have everything in here that I can use to brew potions, and I just have to push the buttons in the right order. I can also fill my water bottles out of that waterlogged stair right there, put them in that chest, so they're automatically fed in every time. My blaze powder fuel comes from this side. The dropper drops it in from that side, and all the rest of them drop straight down into the hoppers in the right order. So if you're new to brewing potions, you obviously need a brewing stand, so you have to go to the nether to get a blaze rod and blaze powder. Anywho, most of the ingredients, most every potion that you're going to brew starts out with using nether wart. The potion of weakness that is required to, it's actually a splash potion of weakness that's required to cure a zombie villager, actually uses this guy right here, a fermented spider eye. No nether wart, no nothing, just a fermented spider eye. So with this brewing setup here, because it just has the brewing stand in here and it's automatically got water bottles in it, we click this button, it sends it up through into the brewing stand, and it starts to brew up our potions. These will turn to a potion of weakness, and then we'll make it a splash potion by adding some explosives to it. So there we go. Hit that button and we'll watch it come in here. Boom. So we're heading past spawn here over towards Link's island that she's been working on. we caught a zombie villager over here a ways back, and he's been sitting here waiting for me to come get him. Mr. One-Eyed Eye Patch Guy himself. I'll get this guy back to spawn and I will catch up with you there. Okay, here we are coming into spawn. We just got to get him up close there, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Fortunately, in 1.15 he doesn't teleport all the way back, so let's see, we need to put that there. Any block will do. There we go, just like that. Then all we have to do is row our boat in here over the top of it. And because it's underwater, that's why I brought the redstone block. It pushes him up onto dry land. There we go. Over here where it's just signs and glass, he'll be fine to back in here. Let's see if we can do something sneaky here. Like this. And then we can just kind of stand here and shove him in. Goodbye. There you go, my friend. Okay, well, it turns out I had to open that trap door and he found it just fine. So odds are he's going to end up out here on this when it's daytime, but that's okay. We'll go get our other buddy and we'll see what we can do about getting this, getting our second guy in there. Okay, we'll I think we'll get Grumpy out of there and put him over here. I'll catch up with you when I got them both in there. So here they are, they're up here. I knew that they'd end up out here, so I just made sure that that's what the fences were for. They can't get it in and out of here. So I'm going to take all of this down. I've plugged off the water. I'm going to take this down and wait for night. These guys, I'll open this. They'll go to bed, and then I'll tear the rest of this down, and then they won't have any place to go. Here we are, guys. We're flying back over to spawn. It's night. I went over and grabbed some bread and see if they'll make it a baby here shortly and go from there. But see, they're both looking for the bed. They just gotta be able to. I gotta open this trap door for them. There you go. Get in bed. Thank you. We're gonna tear this down. Oops, wrong machine there. Last thing I want to do though is I want to hang a bell right there, because that should make it a village. And then it's right here. Yep, there it is. Okay. That looked good. They are, yeah, looks like they're both standing on the fence posts there. They've kind of melded into one, but we'll fly up and, all right. You guys awake? Both of you there? I hope. I think it takes 3. Oh, I heard him pick it up. I probably should have done this a little bit different. Let's move this over by 1. Oh yeah, they're there. Phew. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll make it so that we'll throw him bread right here on top of that. They can get, yep, they can get it. So that's the project for today. So make sure you put that bell somewhere around here. That way it kind of counts as a village, okay? Just remember, don't come by here with bad omen or a raid will start in the middle of your spawn. No, it would kind of suck. So if you guys want to, if you think I did an alright job, you know, give me a like rating and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd sure appreciate it. And until the next video, you know, have some fun and play some games. See ya.